meeting of Tuesday, October 27th at 7 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Deputy Clerk Nyza, please call the roll.
Supervisor Acciavatti.
Here.
Trustee Joseph.
Here.
Trustee Anderson.
Here.
Treasurer LaFata.
Here.
Trustee Vosper.
Here.
Trustee DeMink.
Here.
Ask for excuse for Clerk Berry, and please refrain from calling her name during roll call votes. Item number 4, presentations. Trustee Joseph.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Just a real brief presentation. As we wrap up, this is our last board meeting before the election. The one person that we know who will not be with us in the next board is Treasurer LaFata. As everyone is aware, he was not successful in making it out of the primary, but his service to the community has really been invaluable. And although we've had a lot of sparks here on the board table, there are some things that I'm very proud to have served with Treasurer LaFata on. His work in the Public Safety Department and the formation of the Public Safety Department, his really willingness to dive very deep into every project and every bill. And I know, as I said, it's provided some sparks, but it's also provided a lot of very good discussions and a lot of very worthwhile things associated with this. Treasurer LaFata was retired. If those of us who've been on the board a while, Treasurer LaFata was often at the podium as a citizen activist and would come forward to talk about projects and things that he was excited, concerned about, things he wanted us to pay attention to as a board, and then decided to run for treasurer, and has really served the community honorably, and I'm very proud to have been on the board with him. I have just a token gift for you, Paul, and I know that Trustee Anderson has a few words as well, but if maybe you could just sort of step down and meet me in the front, I will kind of hand it off to you.
Cigars.
So, sort of remote. Treasurer LaFata, who is always very interested in quoting his favorite author, George Orwell. It's a vase, it's an inscription that simply reads, Paul LaFata, Chesterfield Township Treasurer, 2016 to 2020. All treasurers are equal, but some treasurers are more equal than others. And I want to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
We could just get a picture, Paul.
Thank you, Trustee Joseph. It's been an honor, and don't know what to say because I didn't expect anything. I thought I'd go out quietly.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
I think you might want to stay up, Paul.
I don't want to replow the field that Trustee Joseph has done, but he's covered all the salient points in your career here. Since you assumed the position of trustee, we've had occasional discussions about a work of literature that both Treasurer LaFata and I were exposed to in our secondary years, called Animal Farm, if you ever heard of it. If you read it, you'll understand what the theme of it is. Trustee Joseph's award here has a paraphrase of that. I won't repeat it because we're going to keep this positive, but it's dealing with equal things. And as you leave us, I want to give you one of the rare copies, not rare, but one of the copies I found of Animal Farm by George Orwell. It's a good read. And thank you, sir.
Thank you. Really, if nobody's read this, and I'm sure that a lot of people have, it'll give you an insight about inequality. Could be in the workplace, could be in society, but gives you pretty good insight on it.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.
You're welcome. Moving on to item number 5, department reports. Any departments wish to update the board? I'll start with trustee Demink.
From Amanda in the Leisure Services Department. The Chesterfield Township Senior Center is closed and will remain closed for walk-in activities until January 21st. New programs being offered by Chesterfield Leisure Services are popping up daily. They have a limited capacity and pre-registration is required. Engage with us through the Facebook pages and through the website. We're welcoming back our partnership with Suburban Ice and the new rink to offer your ice skating and rollerblading. Visit the website at parks.chesterfieldtownship.org for class offerings, times, fees, and to register. Karate is coming your way. Gen Bukai Karate facilities are open and ready to kick in gear. Registrations for sessions offered through Chesterfield Leisure Services and beginning in November, sign up through the website. Face masks are required to enter indoor facilities. Don't delay, register today. Our youth basketball league for kids in 1st through 4th grades accepting limited enrollment. This league is will develop and enhance your child's skills in the sport of basketball. Please keep them active and engaged during the winter months. League plays once weekly, January, February, March, at the Chesterfield Youth Center. Cost is $90 for resident, $95 for non-resident. Check out the website. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. I'll move up to clerk's report.
Okay, yes, Clerk Berry would like me to read a department report from the clerk's office in regards to elections. Polls will be open next Tuesday, November 3rd, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You may vote absentee in person at the clerk's office now. The clerk's office is open every day from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and also open this Friday, October 30th, until 5 p.m., which is the last day to send an AV ballot by mail. We will also be open this Saturday until 4 p.m. You may register to vote, receive an absentee ballot, vote your ballot, or turn in your ballot in person at the desk or into one of the 3 drop boxes. One drop box is located outside the building and 2 are located inside the township offices. Early voting in person is the same as absentee in-person voting. If you vote early, you are voting absentee. You will seal your voted ballot in an absentee envelope and return it to the clerk's office. You will not be tabulating your ballot when you vote early. Your ballot will be tabulated by the absentee counting board on election day. Your absentee ballot is kept in a secured area accessible only to specifically trained election ballot handlers who have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution and safeguard your vote. If you have received an absentee ballot but would rather vote in person on election day, you may do so by bringing your ballot to your assigned polling location on election day. You will surrender your ballot to the election inspector and be given a new ballot to vote and tabulate. If you would like to make any changes or believe you may have made a mistake on your absentee ballot that has already been submitted to the clerk's office, you may request that has already been submitted to the office. You may request it to be spoiled and a new ballot issued to you. However, you must do so at the clerk's office prior to election day. If you have lost or misplaced your absentee ballot, you may request a ballot at the clerk's office during regular business hours or at your assigned polling location on election day. You will be asked to sign an affidavit confirming that you have lost your absentee ballot and then will be issued a new ballot. Most importantly, your vote will count so long as your absentee ballot is received by the clerk's office no later than 8 p.m. on election day. You may check the status of your ballot by going to the elections page on the township's website. Approximately half of all Chesterfield voters have been affected by the changes to their precinct location or precinct number since 2016. Please contact the clerk's office or visit our website if you are unsure or wish to confirm where you are assigned to vote on election day. Election results are transmitted directly from the precinct location to the Macomb County Clerk's office. You may view them as they are reported on the election page of the Macomb County Clerk's website, which is also going to be on our township website. We also have received a $16,500 grant award to be used for expenses related to the 2020 election. That also includes any grant funds that any cost associated with refreshments for workers during training sessions and on election day. Thank you so much.
Trustee Joseph.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Just a quick update from the Planning Commission. We continue to move forward with the master plan. I think you're going to be tremendously proud of the work that was done to really just a complete overhaul of our master plan. It has some very exciting projects that also include funding mechanisms. So looking at how we fund some of these projects is equally important as just, a good idea without the mechanism to bring it forward. Bike paths, development for the north end of our township, 26 Mile in particular, east of 94, very exciting area that our master plan addresses specifically. And also, the work continues with ordinance and enforcement of how we, well, one example that was discussed in our planning was changes which seem kind of minor but are significant. And what I mean by that is if you look at 23 Mile